Hello, my name's Tony Rhoton, and today I'm going to bring you some more exciting content. But thank you so much for showing up, and I am so excited that you're here. One of the things that I want to talk about today and present to you is the concept of leveling up. You, where you're at right now in your life, you're there because of your choices, because of your decisions. Long time ago, you were making these choices, and they were just simple choices, but they led to where you're at today, right here in the present. This is you. You're the best gift the world has. And these choices, all of these choices, led up to this point. They led up to your present day circumstances. They led up to your situation right now, whatever your situation is. Now, when you discover and realize your situation, a lot of times there's people that they say, well, I want to improve. So we get this goal out here that says, I want to improve. I want to get to that. I want to be this new improved me. I want to be something much greater than I am. But a lot of times they're like, well, how do I get there? How do I get there? How do I make it to be this better person? How do I make it to achieve my goals? Well, you've already done the hard part when you first identify and recognize your present situation. You identify where you're at financially, emotionally, spiritually, socially, physically, emotionally. I think I said emotionally, but hey, twice. Because emotions and thoughts are so critical. But once you identify where you're at, then it starts to clear up a vision of where to go. So for instance, if I identify, okay, where my financial situation's at, but let's say I'm making ends meet, but I want financially, I want to be able to start doing some trips and stuff like that. That instantly starts giving me a vision. That instantly starts giving me some perception. I might not know how to get there yet, but it starts opening up my mind. Socially, let's say we're looking at socially, and say we're a social butterfly. Say we absolutely love having people over, and we're like, you know what? Is this really what I want? Is this what I love? Is it empowering? Is there something more I can do? Maybe I can add some get-togethers and invite some friends on a regular basis. So you identify yourself socially, emotionally, where you're at. When you identify where you're at, then it kind of helps you to know where to go. And in this case today, when you identify where you're at, then we start to make, or it's our choice to make the decisions to take those steps or not. Where are you at? What are your struggles? What are you needing help with? Let me know so that then I can kind of cater this to help you the best I possibly can. I mean, I've got the Complete Self-Esteem course, which is helping people in amazing ways increase their self-esteem so that then they have the confidence to get there. And that's a lot of times what we lack is our confidence. We lack the ability or the confidence that says we can get to that point, that we can become that greater person. Why is that? Well, again, it comes back to all of these choices. All of these choices that we've made in our past affect our confidence. They affect our present situation, and they affect whether we're going to be able to go where we want to go. When you know that emotionally, let's just go, we're just going to go there. Because a lot of people I'm working with, this is a big one. So emotionally, we're kind of struggling. And we say, okay, I wake up every morning and I just don't want to get out of bed. I'm just upset. I just want to cry. I don't want to do anything. Well, our first goal then may be just get out of bed. But the important thing is we've got to track that. We've got to track this. Otherwise, we don't know if we're really getting out of bed. Now we know, okay, yesterday I got out of bed and today I got out of bed. But if you don't track it, you don't know if you're being consistent. So I strongly recommend getting a piece of paper and just tracking it, getting a calendar, just a basic calendar that has, the old-fashioned days, when you would actually put stuff on the calendar, and you just put a check mark. I got out of bed this morning. Put another check mark. Put it, and as you go, then when you start looking back, you actually have gained confidence that you can do this, that you can get out of bed. Once you start gaining the confidence, okay, yeah, I can get out of bed. It's hard sometimes, but I can get out of bed. Then I can say, okay, what is the next step? Maybe I'm going to get out of bed and I'm going to do 5 minutes of exercise. 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes. And maybe that's too much. It's even 1 minute. But then again, you start tracking that, and then you get out of bed and you're doing exercise. So now we can track and we can see that we are succeeding at the very thing that we said we were going to do, which then gives us confidence. The more confidence we gain, the more success we have, the better we can climb this ladder. Okay, then let's say we've tracked that for several weeks or even a week, and like, you know what? I'm getting out of bed and I'm doing 5 minutes of exercise. Now I'm going to add in, 5 minutes of meditation. Hey, why not? These are just little micro steps to get you to be who you want to be. And it's a gradual process. So these choices that you're making right here, if I had a longer board, would just be your new you. So imagine this going out further. These choices now represent kind of back here, that the choices you made before are your present. Well, these choices will become your past choices, which become your present. I hope that makes sense. That the choices you make now will determine where you're going to be in the future. And if you want to be somewhere different than you are, you've got to make and change the choices. So I want you to look at your life today. Take an inventory of where you're at emotionally, socially, spiritually, obviously that's a big one for me. Mentally, physically, take an inventory of where you're at. Then decide where you want to go. Now, I don't want you to try to work on all of them all at once. If you do, it'll create stress, overwhelm, and shutdown. I don't want you to create stress, overwhelm, and shutdown. And what does that spell? SOS. So we're not going into survival mode here. So just choose one. Pick one. Emotional, social, physical, mental, spiritual. Choose one. Then choose one goal, one little thing to do, and then start tracking it. And as you start tracking it, you'll get more confidence, which will then help you to become the better you. That's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please share this. There's somebody out there right now that needs this. You're amazing. Believe it. Have a fantastic day.